So recently, Donald Trump was sworn into office as the 47th president of the United States, and a lot of people have come up with their take on what, who, and who wore to the inauguration party. And Megyn Kelly analyzes the 2024 Trump inauguration fashion, and this is what she has to say.
It's a delight to see somebody who is incredibly stylish and sophisticated and classy resume this role. I am sick of the Vogues of the world trying to make Corinne Jean-Pierre and her alleged style a thing. Jill Biden, who I grant you, has been a lifetime partner to Joe Biden. I can't say good partner given that she allowed him to run for re-election, but prior to now, she seems like she was okay to his infirmity, trying to make her into a fashion icon. Melania Trump, an actual supermodel who is about 6'4" in this video we're watching now. Never in Vogue, never on the cover of Vogue. And man, just the elegance of that whole, my favorite thing though were like the memes about the hat, because they were like, she's taking a list of all the enemies. Yeah. She's under that hat, like, and you, and you, and you. And then people went wild because Trump, when he came out to be sworn in, tried to give her a kiss.
Yes.
And he couldn't get to her face. Or maybe he was just doing the polite thing that sometimes our men do, where like, you're all made up and they don't totally make contact. But here it is, that video. He gets almost there. It's very tough. It was the hat, it was the makeup, but look at her, you guys. She is stunning.
Unbelievable. I'm curious, actually. We talked earlier in the show about how Oscar de la Renta was sort of openly posting on social media about how they addressed Usha and Ivanka. And if I'm remembering correctly, it was only like Dolce & Gabbana that would dress Melania during the first term, something like that. And now I'm so fascinated that these brands actually want to be associated with, right? Like, they're not just saying like, oh, hey, we did this, but don't tell anyone. Like, they're going out there and posting it to their own marketing platforms. Yes. That's the vibe shift, if I've ever seen one.
Want to buy a dress from the designer who does Melania's clothing?
What cracked me up was JFK's grandson or great-grandson, I don't know how to tweet.
Oh, Schlossberg?
Like, that was like, oh, she's more beautiful than Jackie O. And somebody was like, that's your grandma, dude.
What? Seriously? That's weird.
That is weird. That's really weird.
I don't know what that is about. Okay, so while we're on the subject of fashion, you knew that Lauren Sanchez was not going to make it through this show without a mention. She dresses like a prostitute. She looked like a hooker. At the inauguration, she wore a corset and she had her boobs on display. I can't with this woman. The girls were out. She thought that, look at this. I can see the middle of her boobs. I can see her underboob, like right there. Right. This is absurd. She couldn't even keep them covered up for a day. And all over at the X was a picture of Mark Zuckerberg who was sitting next to her, copying.
He knew where the action was at.
Sneaky peek. I don't blame him at all. That's exactly
you
what
can't
she
look
wanted.
away. You can't look away.
Oh, I can.
It was like bombs out in the rotunda, and we were joking before the show, like, are we gonna?
No,
I mean, who could blame him? That's why she did it.
Are we gonna get
It is.
Washington Post style section coverage of the Lauren Sanchez get up?
I'm gonna guess no.
It's amazing. The first thing that Megyn and Eliana started talking about when we walked in was Lauren Sanchez.
It was
Incredible
like the
day.
headline out of.
No one could believe it. It was the cheesiest thing ever. I'm sorry.
It is.
Plenty of people write about John Fetterman and his shorts, which is fine. I don't agree with that either. But how many people are going to write about her showing her breasts?
The Washington
at the
Free Beacon. We'll be writing about that.
The Beacon.
Okay,
Yeah.
full fashion analysis.
No, Woman of the Year.
Can I tell you something? They're vicious because Jeff Bezos runs the Washington Post, owns it, and owns Amazon, of course. And I will tell you, this is not my first time saying she dresses like a hooker, because she does. And we called out, we had to deal with some Hollywood PR firm. I can't remember who we were trying to get, but we tried to avoid those people, but sometimes you can't. And this PR agent went off on our booker. They're so angry because they represent her or they do some business with her. And she had, talked to them, whatever. It's like, those two don't like to be made fun of.
Yep.
He's done a lot to change his look. He looks nothing like he looked 20 years ago. I don't think she's seen a doctor. She doesn't want to go under the scalp. I mean, you tell me. That's not natural.
No.
And that's fine if that's your choice, but have some dignity and some respect for your setting in your circumstances. No one should be talking about your tits. Sorry. They should be talking about the inauguration.
Well, they're totally out of touch. I mean, out of touch with the moment. They're trying really hard to get back into touch. I mean, this is the thing with Jeff Bezos, right? Is suddenly you go from what we were talking about earlier, like censorship on Amazon, proud censorship on Amazon, to flipping and being behind Trump as he denounces censorship at his inauguration. I mean, they're slowly trying. I'm not saying their motives are good. I hope to God their motives are pure. I doubt it. But I think what she was trying to do is actually make a statement. Like, I'm not of this city. I'm not of this movement.
We picked up what she was putting down.
Yeah, we did.
No, but it wasn't subtle.
But think about it, because you look at, I mean, Melania Trump, she's got a breast. She's got, she's I'm trying to say she's not.
Just say it, Megyn.
She's curvy. Okay. But look how she dresses. She's the epitome of class.
Yeah.
Like, she could wear that outfit and get even more attention if she wanted to. Even, and when she's not at the inauguration, she doesn't dress like that. She does not run around showing off all the assets. Yes, back in the day, she took nude pictures. I know that. Trump is reportedly the one who leaked them to the New York Post.
Hell yeah.
This is a long time ago, before they were in presidential politics, and it certainly wasn't at a presidential inauguration. I just feel like if you get invited, remember Chrissy Teigen, who showed her underwear off at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and now you got this woman who's showing off her breasts at the inauguration. Like, please, for the love of God, have some respect for these institutions.
Who is Chrissy Teigen? No, okay.
That's the right response.
Wow, you guys, I would love for us to pause for a moment to take in Melania Trump's elegance. She took the word classy elegance to another level entirely. There was no strand of hair out of place. Her fashion sense is actually the future. The way she walks and carries herself is only fit for a president's wife. And I love the way Usha Vance was equally well put together. They both look so elegant, and I can't even imagine the wives of the president and the vice president of America to look anything different from what they were looking. And wow, these women surely look their part. And as for the lady flashing her chest, she needs to take a class or two from Melania Trump, because if you ask me, I'll say Lauren Sanchez really looks so trashy and not a bit classy. The moral lesson of this story is don't be a Mark Zuckerberg. Let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comment section, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.